I mean, there's obviously some skepticism there in terms of like how good is the ladder going to be for determining actual like skill levels. Are we still going to have dynamic queue for season 3 and 4? Stuff like that is, I guess, where the questions come in. And then what happens to the current pros? Do they have to like start climbing the ladder? 'Cause there's a lot of pros that just don't even play ranked at all because they just see no value in it. So it'll change a lot of the, I mean, and the medal shifts and the heroes will switch. There's a lot of things to consider, and it's going to be really, really rough to start it. But I feel like if they actually get it to that point, it'll be like some crazy new standard for esports, which is good.
I mean, I think it's like a really cool concept where it's like you will create this like local fan base just like in hockey or like football or anything.
The league is so huge in terms of skill and everything. So it's like something that all Korean players, esports players, has wanted for a long time, and they made a magic bullet for it.
A lot of the pros and everybody has kind of known that the league was this thing that was coming for a long time now, and we've all known there would be pay caps, and they haven't really said anything that people didn't know yet. So I'm curious how the region locking is going to work. I think that's what everyone's wondering about, and how the combines are going to work. It's definitely interesting for me because I know there's a lot of players that can't break into the pro scene, and they're trying to use the rank system to get people into these combines and be found by teams. So that's really cool.
I think it's amazing actually, just because it creates like so much stability, assuming like everything goes as planned and like everything works. It's gonna create like it's gonna create like esports like a real sports, and it might just, well, I believe it will get more recognition as a real, guess you can say real sports, because there's still so many people that, you know, sees like video games, like come on, what is that, you know?
I mean, I like the idea of it. They're trying to do it in a sporty way, and I think it'll help a lot of people that don't have a lot of time to invest into gaming. Like if they're a good player and they still climb the ranks, they just have to like get invited to this combine and like go to it for one day instead of like continually grinding out matches and then like trying to find scrims. But then if you go to that combine, teams will be looking at you exclusively, so you get to show your skill more. And if you're actually skillful, it's kind of just like real sports. You just show it off and people notice it. And it's just a way for people to notice it faster. My only worry is that I don't think Canada's esports scene is that big, so hopefully they'll count me as like Canadian and I can still do it in American cities. But if I had to do the combine thing, I think it would be pretty fun.
I'd say so far that everything is pretty positive. I mean, I don't know everything just yet. I'm still waiting for some more information, and well, we'll see how it goes from there.
I'm not concerned as a player, I just like playing the game and everything sounds good so far to me, so we'll see what happens.
I just want to play with the people I like. I don't like the fact of being forced to play for some other team, other owners and other players.
If that happens, then there's a reasoning behind it, and well, assuming that it's going to be a legit reason and not some sort of like weird reasoning.
It depends on how they do it, right? Like if people are moving, it's not really that big a deal. Because you have like C9, they have a house in LA. I know that like there's teams that'll boot camp in, what is it, South Carolina right now or something? I think NB's there.
Yeah, NB.
North Carolina rather. So like for them it's not that big a deal, but if you start looking at random players off the ladder, start moving into houses across the country or in another country, maybe some Europeans want to come in, that's where it gets a little hectic.
Even if I got triple what I get right now, I would definitely still not do it. No.
I don't think there's that much concern because there was that article about the Activision CEO saying that esports organizations and sports organizations are going to have like an option to buy in. So I think they're still going to stay as teams and they won't break everyone up unless there's like some weird thing with that article or not. And I think a lot of the CEOs are talking to Blizzard anyways, so we'll see what happens, I guess.
It will be sucks. Like I like to play with my teams. I really love my teammates, so will be really bad. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. So just waiting for it.
I mean, it will all be dependent on the players, I hope, and I think.
But the website makes it look like super hype and awesome, but who knows how brutal and like life-changing it'll be for some people.
Helsinki, Finland.
I'll go to the combine, start hitting some shots, play some shot caller on some team. The New York City Red Bulls will pick me up.
I mean, being in a Finnish team is like a lot better than playing with complete randoms, you know. I know everybody from the Finnish like finish our scene. So I mean, it would be better in a way.
But if it's just like the big cities, like New York and stuff like that, then I think it'll be pretty cool.
I mean, I'd like to be where it's the best competition. I like to play where it's the most competition. I like where the people try the hardest. And, you know, that probably would be Korea. But if the best competition is like around in Europe, then yeah.
Obviously, my hometown Ulsan, Korea.
You're gonna make that happen, right? Not Seoul?
Man, Ulsan is quite a good city, though.